Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of my best drive-in dish basketball plays. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. On this channel I show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about some of my best drive-in dish basketball plays. Now these basketball plays, basically what they do is get the ball into the low post or driving towards the rim so that you can collapse the defense so that now you have multiple opportunities out along the three-point line to get yourself easy open shots. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, these are some of the plays that the Raptors use as well because they are just killing it this year. They are currently, as of making this video, 8 wins and 1 loss. So fantastic, guys. If you didn't know, the Raptors are my favorite team because I'm from, well, Canada. So anyways, let's get down to the clipboard and let's check these out. Okay, so in this first basketball play, actually I should really explain all of them all together at once. They're very simple. You can use them with any basketball team. Okay, so in this first play, we're going to have player 4 set a screen for player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen and he's going to have in his mind that he's going to drive towards the rim. What we are hoping for here is for there to be a really solid screen so that now there's either a switch or there has to be help defense coming in. So if player 1 does get by, he's still going to be behind player 1, or at least we're hoping that he's going to be still behind player 1. And even if player 4 was to hedge, if player 1's fast enough, he can get around him. And now there has to be some help defense that's collapsing in. So if player 5 collapses in, we have a mid-range shot. If we have player 3 and 2 collapsing in, then we have players 3 and 2 who are possibly open for a three-point shot. So we have a mid-range option as well as a three-point option. Again, very simple plays that you can use with your team. Now, of course, player 4 will be popping out to the three-point line. So if there was a hedge, player 1 did chase, and we might also have player 4 open for a three-point shot or even a mid-range shot as well. Now in this next play, what we're going to have is player 1 passing to player 2 in that corner. Now you don't always want to have a player in the corner because if there's a zone that can be a really great trap. But let's say this isn't a zone. So now we're going to have player 1 setting a screen for player 2. Player 2 is then going to use that screen and drive towards the rim. Player 1, instead of setting a screen to the side, he's going to have to angle himself just a bit so that player 2 can get hung up so that player 2 red cannot get to player 2 blue. Now player 2 blue is now able to get to that rim, hopefully wide open. If player 1 does hedge, player 2 hopefully will have the size and strength to get past him, which will now allow player 1 to pop back out. Player 2 blue red would then chase his man because that is his man that he needs to go and get. So now we may have a player 1 open for a three-point shot. If there is a collapsing defense where now player 3 is playing help defense like he should, there could be player 3 who's open for a three-point shot. Player 3 blue could also be driving towards the baseline where he could get an alley-oop or just an easy pass. Or what could happen is player 2 could drive right towards player 3 red, pass it out to player 3 blue, where now player 4 needs to go and play help defense, where now player 3 could get player 4 an open shot, or if they kept on swinging the defense, player 5 could have got an open shot. So there's many different options in this offense that can happen. Now against the 2-3 zone, this is also a really great offense that you can run. Basically, you're going to have player 4 or player 5, it doesn't matter, whichever one wants to go, or you could have both of them go, setting a screen on player 1 or for player 1. Player 1 is then going to use that screen. It doesn't matter which direction he goes in, but he's going to drive towards the rim. Now what's going to happen is player 3 and 5 red, they're going to be collapsing down on player 1 blue. What can happen now is player 5 could be cutting towards the rim. He may be open, but for that drive-in dish, because player 3, his defense, that's his zone, but he's going to have to collapse on player 1. Player 2 could move down, and now he could be open for that three-point shot. So that's what we're hoping for. Or if there is, of course, an open layup, definitely take a layup over a three-point shot anytime unless you really need that extra point. So now, again, the 2-3 zone offense and drive and dish options. So what we are going to have is player 1. He's going to pass over to player 2, which is going to bring player 2 and 3 over. Player 5 is going to go down to the low post, red, of course. And player 4, red, is going to be covering this side of the key. Now what we're going to have is player 4. He's going to go and set a screen on player 3, who's going to use that screen. And that's going to bring player 5 over. What's going to happen now is, of course, player 2 is going to be cut off by player 5. He's going to try and continue through to the middle of the key. And now player 3, blue, is going to move down towards the baseline. So that now we have multiple options. We can have either player 5 or player 1 open, who would be covered by player 1, red. Of course, he's probably going to be sitting in the middle or possibly covering player 5. Or even if player 2 is smart, he'd go over and cover player 1. But we have player 3 who's wide open in this wing for the 3-point shot. So definitely use player 3 as your advantage, because when you have a player driving from one side, that's going to collapse the zone defense over to this side, which will allow this whole corner to be open. You see San Antonio using this quite a bit, or at least you have in the past, because when they drive from one side, they'll do a hammer pass out to this side. That's because the defense is all collapsed into that key. Now, these are very basic offensive plays. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. Let us know in the comments below what you think, and I will make sure to get back to you. If you have any suggestions for plays or videos, of course, let me know in the comments below as well. Up in this corner is a suggested video from YouTube, and up in this corner is a subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video, because I do post new videos every single day, and I am thinking about making a live stream a couple of times per week where I would be live streaming basketball training or weight training. So let me know what you think about that as well. And I might also be doing some live streams of NBA 2K19. So let me know again in the comments below what you think about that. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.